You see this, and I think you guys have observed this downside move. I have covered this downside move and the confirmation for the proper kind of a downtrend in my previous video, which is in this one, BTC testing final support, make or break zone ahead. In that video I talked about well, yeah, this is the same thing, major test. Let me go and take this and then go back to this one. So yeah, this is the price when I was making that video. And there were some certain things. These were some levels. This is 4-hour zone, 4-hour zone, 4-hour zone, 4-hour zone, 4-hour zone. This is daily zone, bigger one is daily zone. So here in this case I have specifically talked about this bigger time frame zone, this bigger one, the bigger zone. If price break through this zone and started trading below this higher time frame zone, then that's one of the confirmation for the downside. And this is where the prices were trading before I made that video. So if I go and click play, so this is what happened here. Price took a support, prices first break through the upper level. This has two levels, upper level, below level. If price break through the first upper level, that's the starting of weakness of the that's the starting point. The confirmation is when price break through this lower level also. So here in this case, when I've made this analysis, and I've also shared in that video, is prices were trading here, I think, at that time. So prices were trying to take support for this 4-hour support zone in the beginning. Even when prices break through the first upper higher time frame level, after breaking through, prices got a support in the lower time frame 4-hour zone. This happens for a couple of few 1 2 3 4 candles. Down, support, up, resistance. This eventually becomes a resistance. Here another attempt, back down, took a support, and then here again resistance. Here as a kind of a support, just slightly above this 4-hour zone. And then after, in this specific candle, price lose all its support. First of all, this one that's already been broken here in this candle, and then after, in this particular candle, this 4-hour zone has also been broken, including this lower higher time frame daily time frame lower level, and price then started trading here. And that's what I've talked about in that video. If price started trading below this level, which is the case here, then that's the confirmation. Now in this video, and we are here right now. So now in this video, oh my goodness, let me delete all this shit. I will be talking about the thing which is going on right now, and what could be the potential or maybe likely scenario we might gonna see in this BTC price. And let me just say this kind of with the disclaimer. The thing which I'm talking about is the way I do my analysis, and I'm just sharing for the educational and information purposes only. Please keep that in mind. So hold on a second, let me just, well, I don't have to do this, but anyway, I'm gonna do this. So right now the price is trading here. when I'm making this video, specifically here in this candle right now, 4-hour candle. So what's gonna happen? The way prices reacted from here up until this, let me give you the reason. The reason was the bigger player. So consider this way: each time frame, you have your own preferences in which time frame you trade, and so time frame represent players in a sense, people who use specific time frame to take a trade. So here in this case, the downside move, this happened because of the higher time frame, this weekly player. So the weakness was already there from here onwards, and I think most of the people not even aware the downtrend has, they are talking about the downtrend phase. The downtrend started from here already. Now this moves already, confirmed the downtrend phase. But still, there were confirmation for kind of a confirmation for some other way. I think in terms of trades. So here, this weekly time frame players, started selling off their position or whatever, or they have started shorting, and then due to that we see the fall. Now at the same time, the weekly time player has another side of it, buyers. This is the seller side right now. Oh, at that time when the pressure for the downside was happening, or which happened now, and we are here now, we are in this lower sort of in the position where the weekly time frame player will, the buyers are active here. As we can see, we have some, first of all, in this specific candle, it break through the bigger higher time frame upper level, and then even in these two candle, it attempted to even go further down, but to break this lower level, to continue for the downside. But there were two things in this case, in this weekly, in this 4-hour time frame, and the activity, the weekly people, the player, they have 4-hour, player in that specific case. And let me just go ahead and take this one also, I think. Oh, not this one. Oh, okay, just for this one, let me just go and do this and go back to this one, and let's go with this one. So even if prices goes further, go for further down, we had this daily player support. So we, in this case, this has weekly first, and inside the weekly we had 4-hour, and then just slightly below the weekly player we had daily. So right now the price is getting some sort of a buyer's side, or the buyers are taking the opportunity to buy, and then it may go for the upside. So where the prices may go from here, so that's another thing. So let's talk about that also. Let me go ahead and do this. First of all, I don't want this, I would like this 4-hour. So the 4-hour is very important, like for me, because it is sort of like a middle ground, or the player who comes in between weekly, daily, and then 15 and 1, who pushes the prices for either for upside continuation, or the downside if prices is somewhere in the in the level where they don't have any choice, or they have their own ways to do the things. So right now in the 4-hour time frame, the price we're getting a support of this 4-hour zone, inside the weekly zone. The Let me also talk about the scenario if by any chance, and I'm talking about the recovery here, but it's kind of unpredictable what can happen, when things can happen, and sort of like uncertain thing. If anything if prices goes below this first breaking this level, this is the scenario for the downside, continuation for the downside, but that's less likely going to happen for the next 3 days, or at least for until the next new weekly candle. If prices break this upper level, after this ongoing activity, if prices break through this upper level first, and if that, or after that, it break through this 4-hour support also, then the last price the BTC has for the support is this one. And similarly, if prices started trading below this thing, which again it's less likely going to happen because this is a bigger picture. This is a weekly time frame, weekly player, which those who are active here. If prices break through this thing, then there is a confirmation for further downside. But let's not talk about that. I'm just taking that as a scenario. If prices break through from upper level, then break through this 4-hour, and then this one also. So let's talk about this second scenario. Either price will consolidate here inside, if price is breaking through this upper level, and then prices are trading inside, then we will have some sort of a consolidation. That could happen. That's second scenario. And the last one, this is one, I was trying to make this last scenario, which is about the recovery, some sort of a recovery. So for that one to happen, we have some levels. I've talked about this 4-hour support zone right now, inside this weekly. So we have, this is yet another resistance. As you guys can see, the prices are getting a resistance here, right? Already, and even in this prior to this candle, we had a rejection here, and then here we are getting a rejection, and in this candle we can see during the downfall, it break through this zone entirely in a single candle. So it's in the if after how many minutes, 21 minutes left for the new 4 hours candle. So what's going to happen is the price will get a rejection here because it's in a resistance zone, the 4-hour resistance zone, and then after price will come down, maybe come down, and that the second scenario which I was talking about. If prices break through this upper weekly base level, then if it gets inside this thing, this weekly zone, then there would be a consolidation up and down, something like that. So now if price in any given 4-hour time frame specific candle, if price break through this level, and ideally this is the thing which I was making this video. If price break through this level, we have this is the the recovery which I am trying to making this video for. Price will eventually break through this level in ideal scenario because of the selling pressure we have seen, and the weekly time frame player who is active right now. So it will break through this level which is happening right now, and the lower level has the price is trying to break this lower level first of all, and this means there is some sort of a strength there inside this, specifically in this candle. So this is what's happening right now. see price breaking the lower level, and this indicates some sort of a strength. And then after that, if it continues, remain like this, and in other 4-hour candles as well, then it has to break this upper level. And then after that we have yet another this resistance, 4-hour, another resistance zone. And this is the main resistance, I would say, in this recovery, because first of all we already have this, right? And this will eventually, the price will break through this resistance zone. The main resistance zone we have is this one. This is what I am thinking right now. Or else we also have some other resistance level, this one, and then another this one. But I am thinking about mainly about this one, because price is, where price used to get a support, kind of a major support here, even in this case here, in these cases. And the activity took place after this support is sort of like a major support. What the heck? Okay, hold on a second. So this thing, the activity which is happening right now, most probably the price will end up being somewhere here, and then after we may gonna see another round of a downtrend. And the continuation of the downtrend, the most other, the confirmed sort of a downtrend is price breaking through this zone. And that's less likely going to happen because of 4-hour time frame. What support, including this daily support zone, we have this much of bigger picture here, at least this much of, and this is the, I think, consolidate, the price will consolidate here also. And this is also what I've talked about in my this thing, BTC is consolidating, not crashing. And that's the thing which is happening, and well, we will see some other activities when the price will evolve, when we will see some other price activities, and then accordingly we can come to know what actually is happening with the BTC. So now, as for this video, that's all for now. That's all I have for now. And well, thank you so much for your time and attention. Lastly, again, disclaimer, the thing which I've talked about has some levels, mentioned some levels, prices. I think I haven't mentioned the prices, but yeah, those things in my analysis, there were some levels. So please consider my analysis for educational and information purposes only. And if you're taking trades, please do your research your own way and then take action. So thank you so much for now. Bye bye and take care.